Miss Harding, please.
Yes, Mr. Stuyvesant.
Oh, cable to Van Dyke, New York office. In reference to our getting leased wire direct to cable station at Penzance, beg to report the only one available belongs to Sir Titus Scott of the Penzance Chronicle, and he will not part with it for all the gold at Fort Knox, Kentucky. Had taken the matter up with the Prime Minister, and he assures me nothing can be done. Prior to that, I took it up with all the cabinet... prior to that, I took it up with all the cabinet ministers, each of whom I know personally, with no results. Had luncheon last week with Mr. Duffield of the Ministry of Information, and he said, leased wire out of the question. I flatter myself that I have a greater acquaintanceship in official circles than any other American in London. And if I can't get a direct leased wire to Penzance, it means nobody can. That'll be all, Miss Harding.
Shall I have this boiled down to cablese?
Certainly not. Do not change a word, not a single word.
Johnny, Lee's buried in the middle of that story. Play it up, will you? Johnny, tell Jeff to get Dover and check on the report of the shelling convoy off the coast, will you? Red.
Yes?
What about Sir Titus?
Sir Titus is not at the Savoy, Mr. Mitchell.
We'll find him. He's somewhere in this town.
Very good, sir. I'll try the Dorchester. Thank you, Albert.
Want some more tea, Jack?
Thanks. Thank you, my boy.
That was an oral gun, wasn't it, Jack?
No. That's a Bofors. Swedish gun. That's an oral gun, Albert. Thanks. Thanks.
Right. Yeah. Look, never mind those channel dog fights. There's no more room in my wastebasket. What I want to stuff about those barges Hitler's putting on the assembly line at Calais.
Yeah, but how'll they get over?
Swim over. Gertrude Ederle did it. It's only 20 miles. Hello, Red.
Ministry of Information.
I know that. What do you got?
Casualty list.
Let's have it. Thanks a lot.
Would you like some more tea, Miss Harding?
Yes, please, Albert. Mr. Stuyvesant wants us to go out with the knife wire.
Thanks. Better take the afternoon off, Fred.
Thanks. Very much. Red.
Yes, sir.
What about Sir Titus?
I'm trying to locate...
Try to count.
Carlton? I'm trying to locate Sir Titus Scott.
Hello, Mr. Bindle.
Hello, Albert.
Still empty, I see.
Both of them. Here you are.
And there you are. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, I sit on me blooming seat, waiting for a couple of stinking pigeons what never comes and never will come.
Mr. Bindle, listen. If Mr. Mitchell says the pigeons will come, the pigeons will come. Sure as anything.
Suppose they do come, then what?
I don't know. Nobody knows. Not even Mr. Stuyvesant. But Mr. Mitchell told me once that you had the most important post on the star.
Ah,
Except me.
you.
I have a rummier assignment than you have. You watch. But me, I listen.
Listen?
On the radio.
What do you listen to?
That's the queer part of it, Mr. Bindle. I only have to tune in once a day, 5 o'clock, to the news roundup. And I only have to get one broadcast. Haggerty, ABC Berlin. And I only have to get one line.
One line?
That's all. The first line. If he says this is Haggerty speaking from Berlin, it doesn't matter. If he says this is Haggerty calling, broadcasting or coming in from Berlin, that doesn't matter either. But if he says this is Haggerty reporting from Berlin,
Yes?
then it does matter. Then I have to find Mr. Mitchell wherever he is, dead or alive, drunk or sober, and let him know.
Them's my orders, word for word, if the pigeons come. And I've been watching here for weeks.
I've been listening for weeks.
If you ask me, I think this Mitchell's a bit on the balmy side.
Oh, no, Mr. Bindle. He knows what he's about. One fine day I'll tune in and I'll hear, this is Haggerty reporting. And one fine day you'll... Mr. Bindle, look.
Oh, there you are. Many are called, but few is chosen.
What time is it, Mr. Bindle?
Oh, I don't know. I'm so sick of being here. 5 to 5.
5 to 5. That's time for Haggerty. Pleasant afternoon, Mr. Bindle. Thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
Consolidated Press. Hold the line, please. Mr. Mitchell, New York calling.
Put him on, put him on.
Hello, hello.
Hello, Van, how are you?
What's happened to the phone service over there? I put in this call 6 hours ago.
How'd the Giants make out today?
They won. What about those barges? We got a tip from Sophia through Belgrade. Hitler's preparing to leave Berchtesgaden. They say he's either going to Turkey for an attack on Suez, to Spain for a raid on Gibraltar, or to France for the invasion.
Hello? Hello, Red?
Yes, sir.
Hello, Red. Red, next time Van Dyke calls, tell him not to mention the word invasion's verboten. What about Sir Titus?
I'm trying to...
Try his office again.
Consolidated Press calling. Has Sir Titus returned yet? Thank you.
You tried the Colonial Club, Daisy?
No, Albert. That's an idea.
Never mind the censors. I'll take care of that. Yeah?
Mitch, this is Wilkins. Did you want me?
Yeah, now look, Wilkins, I had a belly full of that balloon busting stuff. What I want is barges. Barges.
Well, how am I going to get over there?
Stow away in a Blenheim. Get yourself a fishing smack. Get on the submarine. I don't care how you get them, but get there. Yeah.
Mr. Mitchell, I've located Sir Titus.
Where?
At the Colonial Club.
Swell. Take over, Johnny, will you?
Each day at this time, KBC calls in its correspondents from all parts of the world for the latest news of the war. We will hear first from our correspondent in Berlin, Germany. New York calling Berlin. Come in, Berlin.
Good afternoon. This is Haggerty reporting from Berlin. Following a conference today between Russian Ambassador Dekhanilov and Foreign Minister von Ribbentrop...
Titus, you're a newspaper man. You know what I'm driving at.
Young man, my family's published the Chronicle in Penzance since 1842.
Yeah, I know that, sir. I know it.
We've had a leased wire ever since Samuel F.B. Morse perfected the telegraph.
I know that, too, sir.
I'll never sell that wire as long as I live.
Sir Titus, you don't understand. The northern cable's cut, the eastern cable's cut, the Baltic's cut. All the stuff that used to go overland into Europe down to the Mediterranean must now go via the United States, overloading the cable. The wire from London to Penzance is swamped with tons of official, commercial, and press dispatches. It's a bottleneck that's keeping 90 million readers of 1,000 newspapers from getting news. But if we had a direct wire to Penzance...
Good night.
Sir Titus.
Good night.
Why, Albert, what are you doing here?
Told me to find you, dead or alive, drunk or sober.
Haggerty?
Haggerty.
Reporting?
Reporting.
Are you sure?
Yes, sir. Any orders?
Yeah, tell Bindle to be on the extra alert.
Righto.
Now, look, Sir Titus, I'm not asking you to sell us the wire. I'm just asking you to lease it to us for 1 year.
No. Dash it all. Don't you understand the meaning of the word no?
Not when I'm prepared to offer you £1,000 cash, Sir Titus.
You're wasting your breath.
The government's likely to take over your line anyway for signal call, but if you transfer it to us first...
Good night to you.
All right, then. Let's say 6 months. £1,000 for the use of your leased wire for 6 months.
Good night.
Sir Titus, think of this in terms of patriotism.
Wash and eyewash.
The Chronicle has a circulation of just a few thousand copies. The CP serves 1,000 newspapers with 90 million readers for 6 months.
I'm not going to disorganize my newspaper for 6 months. Not for...
3 months.
No.
2 months.
No.
1 month.
No. Are you offering me £1,000 for 1 month?
Is it a deal?
No.
All right, then. 2 weeks. 1 week.
Are you crazy?
Not as crazy as you are, sir, if you turn down that offer.
Do I understand you're offering me £1,000 for the use of my leased wire for 1 week?
Precisely. 1 week. Cash in advance. That's my last offer. Very well, Sir Titus. Good night.
Come back here. Romano, see this man gets an alcohol rub. I don't want him to die of pneumonia.
Yes, Sir Titus.
Don't you know that's not allowed?
I'm terribly sorry. I beg your pardon.
Fool.
I'm sorry about that match. I assure you I meant no aid to the enemy.
Why'd you light it then?
Well, I wasn't thinking. Or rather, I was thinking of something else. I was figuring out how to celebrate.
Celebrate? What's there to celebrate?
I found a way to save 40 minutes a day.
Fancy that. You're an American, aren't you?
How'd you know?
Americans waste all their time trying to save time, and when they do save it, they don't know what to do with it.
Oh, a whole lot can happen in 40 minutes.
Not really.
For instance, I can get you a taxi.
No, thanks. I like to walk.
So do I. May I see you home?
I have no home.
You have no home?
We were bombed out this afternoon.
Oh, what a shame. If I can be of any service to you,
I'm staying with my grandmother.
Well, I'd like to meet her.
My grandmother?
Yes.
Why?
Oh, I love grandmothers. I have two of my own back in the States. I run a little tea room. Tell me, will you have a spot of tea with me?
Are you in the habit of picking up girls in a blackout?
Well, how can you say such a thing? How can you even think such a thing?
Are you trying to tell me you're not trying to pick me up?
Well, no, of course not. Wait, you don't understand. You walk out into blackness, utter blackness. A match flares up, a hand comes in, and you hear a voice.
Good night.
No, wait. Don't you see what I mean?
Quite.
There are millions of people in London, men and women. And out of all those millions, two people meet like ships that pass in the night. Don't you see? It's the mystery of it.
Aren't you taking an awful chance when you can't even see me?
Oh, I've seen you all my life. You have a turned-up nose, rather small but determined chin, kind of a large mouth, blonde hair, I hope. Of course, that's not crucial. I'm not sure about the color of your eyes. Oh, may I carry your bag?
No.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
What's wrong? Have you a cold?
No, that perfume you're wearing, what is it?
Christmas Eve.
Oh, it's lovely. From now on, that's my favorite perfume.
Curfew.
Say, you don't suppose my match caused that, do you?
Come on, Yank. We better make for the nearest tube.
Hey, Red, wait a minute.
If you please. If you please.
Wait a minute, I got your valise. Merry Christmas.
Same to you.
That's pretty close. I imagine we won't get the all clear for hours. Probably have to spend the night here. Say, Red.
Why do you keep on calling me Red?
Had an Irish setter once named Red, most beautiful dog in the world. Died of distemper.
What's that got to do with me?
I love that dog very dearly. Now, whenever I meet anyone I take a shine to, I always call him Red.
Well, don't call me Red.
Well, what shall I call you?
My name's Carson.
That's your first name?
No.
What is your first name?
Jennifer.
Jennifer. Are you kidding?
No, Jennifer.
Jennifer. Red. I like Red better.
All right, then, Red.
Thanks very much. Red, she's crazy about me. Look, baby, there's room here for all of us, don't you think? That's it. Say, Red, I want to talk to you.
If you don't mind, I want to go to bed.
Say, Red.
Oh, please let me sleep.
You don't work in the floor shop at Savoy, do you? By any chance manicures at the Dorchester?
No.
Well, could it be you're the barmaid over in Soho? No. Am I warm?
You're cold and I'm tired.
Doggone, where have I seen you before? was a chambermaid at the Regency.
Do I look like a chambermaid, really?
Really? What's wrong with the chambermaid? When I left school, I got myself engaged to one.
Did you marry her?
No.
Why didn't you?
I met a waitress, most unusual girl. Her name was Hyacinth. She was...
I'm not interested in your love life. Go to sleep.
Until I find out where I've seen you before.
What difference does it make?
If I find out where I've seen you before, then I'll know where to see you again.
Is that necessary?
No, but it's an idea. Can't very well call on you at home. You've been bombed out. If I knew where you worked...
All right, I work at the Ministry of Information.
Bless you, that's it. That's where I've seen you before. What do you do there?
I operate a teletype machine. I get £4 a week. My mother and father live in Winchelsea. I have no brothers or sisters. I'm married. I have 4 children. One's an albino. I've sent him to the United States, and I'm terribly sleepy. Oh.
What a war. I read.
Night, Yank.
Read all about it. Piper! Piper, sir.
Morning, Mitch.
Somebody sneezed, huh?
It's like this when we got here this morning.
Everybody all right?
Except Mr. Bindle.
What happened?
He was the only one on duty when the bomb fell.
And?
They tell us at the hospital he'll be out in a week or so.
Oh, that's fine. What about those teletype machines?
Smashed to smithereens.
Daisy, what about the phones?
They're all out, Mr. Mitchell.
All out of business. Not for long.
Mr. Mitchell,
Yeah?
could you find somebody to take my place at once?
Why?
I'm signing for ambulance duty.
Stick around, Red.
Sorry, Red. Okay, and good luck to you.
Thank you.
Johnny, get a truck. Biggest truck you can find. Chief, want that lease wire to Penzance.
Oh, what sort of a man are you, Mitchell? Here we are, bombed out, crippled, our teletype smashed, a man injured, and all you can think
We're
about
sound
is...
business, aren't we? And with the lease wire, we can
There's
beat up...
no use talking about that now. I wired New York yesterday. It couldn't be done.
Well, it is done. I made a deal last night.
You what?
I made a deal with Sir Titus Scott.
Oh, come now, that's out of the question. Why, Sir Titus told me he wouldn't sell at any price. He gave me his word.
He kept it, he didn't sell it, he only rented it.
Rented it for how long?
A week for £1,000 cash.
This is no time for joking, Mitchell.
£1,000 cash is no joke at any rate.
You had no right to make just any sort of a deal without consulting me.
Well, I'm consulting you right now. The tongue of the whole cockeyed world is hanging out for just one story, the invasion of England. And when that story breaks, the guy with the least wire's got a 40-minute edge. Do you realize what that means? It means that our papers will be on the streets almost an hour ahead of anyone else's with the greatest beat in the world.
I know, but confounded man, a week. 1 week, when everybody knows it'll be months before the Germans ever make an attempt to invade.
That's what you say. That's what Berlin says. That's what they want us to think. That's the best strategy in the world. Ballyhoo the big show for spring and then pull it in the fall. Yesterday, Hitler left Berchtesgaden, destination unknown. This morning, I walked all over London. It's almost another Rotterdam. I'm gambling 1,000 pounds of CP money that last night was the overture.
Rubbish. 1 week. And what good is the least wire when we haven't even got an office?
We'll have an office before the day is over. Oh, and, by the way, Chief, you better get over to the bank and put some money in my account.
Money? Me?
Yes, I gave Sir Titus a check for 1,000 pounds, and it's going to bounce.
You what?
That's what I said. It's no good. I happen to have 30-odd quid in the bank, so you better get over there with the money. Sir Titus is Scotch, very Scotch, so I'd advise you to be there when the bank opens. Thanks a lot. Johnny, did you get that truck?
It's on its way.
That's fine. As soon as it gets here, load everything you can onto it. We're moving.
Where to?
Don't worry, I'll let you know. Daisy, I'll be in Duffield's office, Ministry of Information. Yeah.
Did I hear you say we were going to move?
That's right.
Well, we can't very well move the pigeon coops, can we?
Why, is there anything left of them?
Oh, yes, sir. They're quite safe. So is the shack. I've just come from there.
Oh, well, that's good. Johnny! Yes, Mitch. Gotta do something about those pigeons. Gotta have somebody up there to watch.
Mr. Mitchell, let me watch.
No, Albert.
But I'll do as well as anybody.
Yeah, I'm sure you would, Albert, but you're too valuable a man. We've got other work for you to do.
But not as important as this. Please, Mr. Mitchell. Just until Mr. Bindle gets back.
Okay, son. Carry on, Albert Perkins, and make the foes of England sorry that you were ever born.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Hello, Mitch.
Oh, yeah.
How are you today, Mr. Mitchell?
Just fine, thank you, Mr. Duffield. Now, I won't take a bit of your time.
Pardon me.
Yes, sir.
Yes? It's for you.
Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, Johnny? That's fine. Get them started. I'll let you know before they finish loading. We were bombed out. No office.
Seal a gap.
Yeah, sail our mouthful, but there's a bit of a silver lining of that. Yesterday we had an office but no lease wire. Today we got a lease wire but no office.
Lease wire? Do you mean to tell me Sir Titus...
Signed, sealed...
Pardon me.
Yes, sir, you bet.
Yes? It's for you.
Thank you. Yeah. Why, that's fine, Mr. Stuyvesant, and paid for. Yeah? Thank you very much. I'll see you later. Miss Duffield, this lease wire has cost us a lot of money. We're going to save 40 minutes on any big stuff that breaks, and I've got a hunch it's cracked already. Now, I can save another 20 minutes if you assign a sub-sensor direct to our office.
You said just now you didn't have an office.
Oh, that's a mere detail. Now, before you say no, Mr. Duffield...
but look here, Mr. Mitchell.
Thank you very much. Now, there's one other little thing. All our teletype machines have been wrecked, and I got to dig one up somewhere.
Well, now,
Now, all the loose teletype machines in the city are right here in this office, and I know you can spare one.
I think that...
Thank you very much. You've saved my life. Good day to you, sir. Mr. Duffield, it's stupid of me not to remember, but that machine isn't worth a thing to me without a teletype operator. Now, you got a girl in this office by the name of Carson.
There's one thing I like about you, Mr. Mitchell. You never asked for anything.
I could save another 10 minutes if I had Carson.
You can have Miss Carson.
Thank you very much. Tell her to report to what's left of my office. Good day, sir.
Yes? No, I'm sorry, he's just left.
What are they, Jeff?
Spitfire, sir.
All right, Jeff, let's go. Come on, boys, help Jeff up here, will you? Why, hello, Red. Round two.
Hello.
What do you mean by follow me around?
Me?
You making a habit of going around picking up men after air raids?
Oh, just a minute. I'm looking for a Mr. Mitchell of the Consolidated Press.
Well, you can call me Mitch.
Are you him?
That's ungrammatical, but true. How's it going, Johnny?
Got everything but Stuyvesant's office.
Oh, leave that. We gotta have some room for the men. All right, boys, come on, everybody. Let's go. All aboard. Let's go.
Wait a minute.
No time to talk now. Come on, let's go. Well, Red, we're in Railway Center in the orchestra. Win, lose, or draw, you'll have something to tell your grandchildren.
One moment, please, sir.
Yes?
Hotel? Regency Hotel?
Regency Hotel?
You're my experience in a hotel man. I've never seen such stupidity. Imbecile. Fool. Idiot.
I'm sorry, sir, but Mr. Mitchell said...
I don't care what he
But
said.
I thought, Mr.
He's not
Hobbs...
paid to think.
Ministry of Information, Mr. Mitchell.
Thank you. Yeah. Consolidated Press calling Duffield. Johnny, what? Hello, Mitchell talking. How are you, Miss Duffield? Just fine, thanks. I'm moving into our new office right this minute. Yeah, from now on our address is the wine cellar, the Regency Hotel. Yes, sir, Miss Carson's right here waiting for the teletype. What about the sub-sensor, Mr. Duffield? That's fine, thanks a lot. Hello, Mr. Hobbs. Hi. Just the man I want to see.
Mr. Mitchell, I demand an explanation.
Excuse me, just a minute. Johnny.
Mitch.
What about the telegraph people? Did you mention Duffield's name?
I did. The installation squad's on the way down.
Fine, fine. Mr. Hobbs, can I get hold of a blueprint to sub-cellar right away? I got to find a way to punch in our line.
Punch in your line?
Yes.
What's the meaning of this?
Well, owing to circumstances beyond our control, we've been forced to... Look out, look out. We've been forced to move our headquarters into the wine cellar for a while.
You can't barge in here like this.
Mr. Hobbs, you'll thank me for
Thank
it.
you.
Mr. Hobbs. Come here, just a minute. Mr. Hobbs, this is strictly off the record. I got it right from the top. The air raid protection's taken over underground every hotel in London for emergency public air raid shelters. You didn't know that, did you?
No,
The ARP would have commandeered your wine cellar before morning if we hadn't moved in. You would have had to take care of scores of people. Not only that, but feed them. Besides, think of the break it is for the Regency House to have the CP headquarters right here in this hotel. Just think of that. 1,000 newspapers, 90 million readers. Why, that's worth £1 million sterling in publicity alone. Can you deny that?
No,
When an organization like the CP selects your wine cellar for its headquarters, do you know what that shows? It shows you have a safe hotel. Why, the whole world would know that you have the only steel-constructed hotel in the city of London. Man, can't you see that?
Yes, I can.
Why, Mr. Hobbs, I am pained and surprised. The only reason I picked this hotel is because I live here. I got half a mind to make a deal with the Savoy or Dorchester or any other hotel. Red, get me the Savoy.
Red, cancel that call.
Cancel the call.
Oh, believe me, Mr. Mitchell, when I was suddenly informed that you were moving in here, I had no idea, not an inkling of what the situation was. Mr. Mitchell, this is the best protected wine cellar in London. And, of course, if our waiters won't interfere with you, you know, coming in...
Oh, no, we'll get around that, all right.
Mr. Mitchell?
Yeah?
We're from the Ministry of Information with the teletype.
Swell, put it right in there, boys. Besides, someone's going to have to sleep here, so we're going to need about a dozen cots. Got to have some drop lights and a few more phones.
Well, Mr. Mitchell,
That's me.
we're from the Telegraph Company.
Just the man I want to see. Come on in here. This is Mr. Hobbs. Got a set of blueprints upstairs, show you exactly what the conduits are. Any other information you want, I'd be glad to give to you.
Yes, sir.
Get it done as quick as you can, boys. Thanks, Mr. Hobbs. See you later. Johnny!
Coming, Mitch.
Johnny, gotta have a special telephone connected up to the roof of the old building so we can keep in touch with those pigeons. Straight away.
Johnny, get this teletype machine working the very first thing, will you?
Right, Mitch.
Daisy, get Collins over and tell him where we are.
Yes, sir.
How's about something to eat, Red?
Fine, where?
Never mind about that. Fish tie, will you? Well, Jeff, how we doing?
Seem to be getting in deeper, sir.
Jeff, no puns.
Right. All right, sir.
Go, Red, let's go. Oh, say, Johnny, I forgot to tell Hobbs you got to have some food for the boys down here, will you? Get a lot of hot coffee, too. I got a hunch it's going to be a big night.
Yes, Mitch.
Yank,
Yeah?
if I had a hat, I'd take it off to you.
You would? Red,
Yes?
you grow on me.
I do.
Come on, swing.
Where are we going?
To my rooms. Well, what do you... Oh. Oh.
No etchings. No etchings. It's filthy, but it's home.
Are we having dinner up here?
No, I'm going to eat downstairs.
I've nothing to wear.
Oh, just leave that to me. Any special kind of an outfit you like?
A clean one.
It's a good idea. About, size 12, huh?
Right.
Now, I think the first order of the day would be a slight rinse.
Good.
Ladies first door to your left, right in there. Yeah. Don't forget to wash behind the ears. I'll be back before they dry. All red. All red. Red. My, how you've changed, Red. Or have you? Red. Hello, Red.
Every time you have a dinner date, and he orders an air raid just to prevent you from keeping it. But the least you could have done was to have phoned me this morning and explained or apologized, or at least invented a...
For a busy man, you get around quite a lot, don't you?
Oh, no, you got me all wrong, Red. I'm strictly a one-woman man.
One at a time, you mean?
One and only. Trouble is finding her. Naturally, you got to shop around. You get the right article.
On approval?
Yeah, sort of. You know, Red, you look awful nice.
Thank you.
The more I see you, the better I like you. Should we have dinner here, upstairs, do you think?
No, we'll have dinner here, downstairs, I think.
I think so.
Not miserable, lying, unprincipled, undependable, cheating scoundrel.
Wrong number. Sydney?
Bloomin' Blitzkrieg.
Say, Red.
What?
Do you realize this is our 24th anniversary?
24?
Sure. Just 24 hours ago we met. In the dark, I couldn't see what you looked like, so I had to use my imagination. When I saw you, you looked just exactly as I had imagined.
Did I really?
Mm-hmm. Even to the turned-up nose.
Who's that?
Who's what?
That woman over there hiding behind her hair. Do you know her? She looks like somebody on a slab.
Mm-hmm.
Well, why does she keep staring at me in that peculiar way?
You're wearing her dress.
Mitchell?
Morning, Albert. How are you?
Very well, sir.
Another day, another raid, huh?
Yes, sir.
Everything under control?
Seems to be, sir.
No, that's fine.
I wish those pigeons would hurry up and get here, Mr. Mitchell.
Oh, now, don't get impatient, son. Noah had to wait a long time for his pigeon, but it finally came.
I'll be here waiting for mine, sir.
Attaboy. I'll call you later. Morning, Jeff.
Morning, sir.
Java?
Don't mind if I do, sir.
All right. How'd you sleep last night?
Not very well. Too bloomin' quiet down here, sir.
Yeah. Yeah, Jeff.
Thank you, sir.
You bet. Say, Jeff, I've always wanted to ask you, what'd you get that VC for?
Oh, in the last war, sir, the Jerry's had a strategic hill on the Western Front. Only about the size of a pimple, sir. But we wanted it. I was with the machine gun detachment, sir. I happened to get there first. When the others came along, bloomin' landmine went off. I was the only survivor. All I lost was my eyes, sir.
Oh, I suppose the Jerry's have that hill back again.
Yes, but they aren't going to keep it, sir.
Round 3, Red.
Did I snore?
Just a little. Nothing worth mentioning.
Got a cigarette?
Sure.
You haven't been to bed, have you?
Yeah, I was there a few hours ago. Couldn't sleep very well. Too much coffee, I guess. Had the craziest dream.
Strip, someone scooped you on a story?
Yeah, never dreamed about business. I dreamed about you and your husband.
My husband?
Yeah, the one you told me about in the tube. And your 4 children.
I only made it up so you'd let me sleep.
Oh, yeah, I know that, but I dreamed about it just the same.
What was the dream like?
Well, I dreamed you were gone. There was nobody here to work the teletype, so I went all over London looking for you. The streets were blacked out, and I couldn't see anything, so I made a tour of all the air raid shelters, and finally I found you in one of them. And your husband, and your 4 children.
3? I sent one to America, don't you remember?
Oh, no, the albino was there, too.
That's funny.
Well, there was something funnier still. Your husband.
What was funny about my husband?
Well, he was me.
What happened?
I woke up. What do you suppose that means?
Bombing.
Well, it must have some significance.
What sort of children did I have?
Oh, swell. They all look like you, except the albino. He looked like me.
Completely balmy.
I'm gonna look that up in Freud, see what it means.
What time is it?
Time to go to work. Daisy, come on. Up and at 'em. Let's go. Come on, boys. Come on, fellas. Fellas, come on. Up and at 'em. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Gotta get things rolling here.
Installation. Press release handout.
Put it right there. Daisy, get the Ministry of Information. Find out what the devil happened to that confounded censor Duffield promised me.
Are you Mr. Mitchell?
Yeah.
Well, I'm the confounded censor.
I'm awfully glad to meet you and awfully glad you're here.
My name's Channing, Captain Lionel Channing.
This is your desk right here, Captain. Did you bring your stamp with you?
I did.
There's the ink pad, the paste, the blue pencil, and the scissors. Get us that story on top. That's the one that goes out first. Get set, Brent. We're going to work now. Small copy, Captain.
Mr. Mitchell, where did you get this story about Hitler secretly leaving Berchtesgaden?
I didn't get it from the Ministry of Information. What are you killing that for?
It's censored.
Why?
Because it's military information I couldn't possibly allow you to release.
But if I know it, certainly the British intelligence knows it.
Very likely.
Well, then why can't I send it?
Perhaps, Mr. Mitchell, the British intelligence doesn't want the German intelligence to know that the British intelligence knows.
If you don't mind my saying so, this war isn't being fought for the particular benefit of the Consolidated Press.
Well, if this keeps up, I'll find a way to be my own censor. I have to slip the mug of Mickey.
What's a Mickey?
It's a fin with brass knuckles.
Hobbs, what is this?
Mr. Mitchell, it's just as you told me yesterday. The government's taken over all the available shelters in the emergency. This is the only place I can put these people up in.
Okay, put them up, the more the merrier. Taking quite a shellacking out there, huh?
Worst yet, sir.
Albert, any pigeons yet?
No, sir. All pigeons and everything else. It's raining attack shrapnel and whistle balls. Whole mess of Johnnies have just come over, and they're headed your way.
Yes? A duck.
Well, Captain, this is one thing you can't blue pencil. This is official.
Seven, New York, Red?
All set.
Take this. Van Dyke, New York. For second time in 24 hours, CP officer struck by bomb. Fortunately, second bomb, which crashed through ceiling of CP office, Regency wine cellar, was dud. No casualties. CP office still in business. More later.
Oh, Mr. Mitchell?
Yeah?
The demolition squad is on its way here to remove the bomb.
That's fine.
Yes, but I have bad news for you.
What's that?
Well, you see, there's no way we can brace that ceiling before tomorrow, so I'm ordering everybody out of this cellar.
Just a minute. Come here, Hobbs. I am disappointed in you, Hobbs.
In me, sir?
Yes. You've let me down, and I never expected that of you.
But I don't understand, Mr. Mitchell.
This is no time to say a thing can't be done. This is a time in the history of England when no one can shirk a duty or avoid a responsibility.
Well, I realize that, sir, but you're asking the impossible.
All right, now look here, Hobbs, and listen to me. I just sent out a story giving this hotel the greatest break in its life. I mentioned the Regency 3 times. But if you keep on talking like that, I can kill that story just as quick as I sent it and tell 90 million people what a flimsy matchbox this hotel is.
But what can I do, Mr. Mitchell?
Get that ceiling braced before the demolition squad gets here.
Well, I'll do the best I can, sir.
And hot to it.
Telephone, Mr. Mitchell?
Take it here on Channing's desk.
Yeah. Are you by any chance acquainted with the Channings of Cheltenham?
My uncle.
Yeah, go on.
Well, I believe I met your uncle once at the Eton and Harrow match.
You don't tell me.
No, it was at Wimbledon, I think, last season. Or was it?
Yeah.
Well, who owns this?
That's all I wanted to know.
Well, Captain,
Would it interest you to know there's not one English plane in the sky over London?
Really?
You know that just as well as I do. The Jerrys have had the skies to themselves all morning. Where's the RAF? Have they been blasted out of the skies?
That's a question for the Air Ministry to answer, if they care to answer.
What's going on? You think you can stop the Jerrys with anti-aircraft alone? That doesn't add up.
Mr. Mitchell, you happen to have a ringside seat. But civilians aren't expected to criticize military operations.
I'm not a civilian, I'm a reporter, and I'm not criticizing, I'm just reading the handwriting on the wall.
What are you driving at?
Invasion, that's what I'm driving at, and that's what the Germans are driving at.
You're entitled to your opinion.
That's not an opinion, that's a fact. You know it, and I know it, and 90 million readers are going to know it, and they're going to wonder what's happened to the RAF, and I'm the guy that's going to tell them.
I'm afraid I can't allow you to question any decision I make. Unless my stamp is on a dispatch, it doesn't go through.
Well, then how in the name of common sense do you expect...
Mr. Mitchell?
Yes. Captain.
I'm sorry. I guess this war is getting the best of me.
That's quite all right. I'm going up to have a bite of lunch. Will you join me?
No, thanks. Got to keep an eye on things. Yes, Albert?
The pigeon arrived. I've got a message here.
Okay, Albert, shoot.
Doesn't make any sense, Mr. Mitchell. But here's what it says. Biggest rat just arrived. Alley cake? Alley cake. All set, grab Cheshire cheese. 9th inning coming up pronto. Get set, coded details.
That's great, Albert, great. Just a minute. Get my code book. It's in my personal filing cabinet at the other end of the room.
Mitch, hell's popping at Dover. Jerry's trying to knock out all the coastal aerodromes.
Stay with it, Johnny. I want all I can get. Daisy, get Captain Channing in the dining room upstairs. Tell him I want him right away. Okay, Albert, go ahead.
The hatch is down. Watch 20 minutes fast.
Yeah.
1 down and 5 to go.
Yeah.
Penalty 15 yards.
Okay, is that all, Albert?
Yes,
Keep your eyes open for that other pigeon.
Luftwaffe squadron over Hampstead, Mr. Mitchell.
Stay with it, Jeff. Stay with it.
Is this the one?
Right. Thanks, Red. Thanks.
German planes over St. Pancras and Marylebone.
Mr. Mitchell, could you spare a minute?
Is it important, Jeff?
Very.
Yes, Jeff.
This bomb is alive, sir.
Luftwaffe squadrons over Knightsbridge, Kensington, Chelsea.
Folks, I've got some good news for you. Did you know this place isn't very safe here? And the manager, Mr. Hobbs, just phoned me and said he's got a place for you in the basement of the annex.
What's that? Not safe? What about us? What do we do?
Daisy, come here, will you?
Hi, Mr. Mitchell.
How do we get to the annex?
I'll have somebody take you right up there, thank you. Daisy, I want you to take these people up to Mr. Hobbs. He'll tell you what to do with them.
Now, look here, Mitchell. What about us?
All right, folks, let's step along now. You're going to be very comfortable over there in the annex basement. It's the best shelter in town, so move right along, will you? That's it. Move along.
Mitchell, what did Hobbs have to say? I insist upon knowing.
Johnny Dunn. I got a crew come down here to move our stuff, and I want you to go to the annex and figure out a layout.
But Mitchell...
I'll be along.
Mitchell, for heaven's sake.
Chief. Do you know George Bernard Shaw?
Of course, intimately.
Well, Hobbs tells me he's upstairs right this minute having lunch.
Yes?
Yeah, why don't you go up there and get a quote from him?
Well, what shall I ask him?
Well, ask him what he thinks of the war.
That's excellent. I'll do that. That's excellent.
Fine. Red, I want you to take Jeff and go over to the annex basement with the others.
There's no basement in the annex.
Well, there isn't?
You know it as well as I do.
Well, Hobbs told me
You're
that...
a liar. Sending all those people out there, women and children, when you know there's no place for them to go. Why did you do it?
Well, if you must know, it's because they were in the way.
Of all the rotten, contemptible things I've ever seen.
You know, this isn't a nursing home. It's a newspaper office. I can't have this place cluttered up with all those people.
What about Johnny Dunn and Stuyvesant and the telephone operator? What about me? Do we clutter up the place, too?
Yes. I don't need you anymore.
You didn't get any phone call from Hobbs. You got a news flash of some sort, and you know Channing isn't around here to stop you from sending it. But I'm here.
You're getting out. Please, Red, listen to me. Believe me, Red, I got those people out of here for their own good. And you got to get out of here, too, quick.
I'll go if you'll go.
I can't. Don't ask me any questions, Red. Just trust me and believe me.
If you think I'm going to leave you here alone with this teletype...
Are you all right, Red?
I'm all right.
Jeff. Jeff.
Telephone's out, Yank.
Telegraph's out, too, huh?
Thanks.
Round 4, Red. Nothing to worry about, really. I'll dig us out, all right. We only had some way of getting in touch with them.
What for? They know we're trapped.
Yes, but they don't know.
They don't know what?
Hallelujah! Boy, I know one thing. We got a way to reach those people upstairs. Red, this is one for the books. Imagine communicating 3,000 miles across the ocean and 3,000 miles back to get word to somebody not 50 yards away. Come on, let's go, Red. Hit it. Van Dyke, New York. Your correspondent and teletype operator. Trapped in wine cellar. With door jammed by cave-in. Phone's dead. Telegraph dead. Bomb we thought dead, very much alive. Telephone management, Regency Hotel, evacuate everybody and get rescue squad working to dig us out. Come on, chin up, Red. We still got a chance. Sometimes the delayed action of those things takes hours.
Those people you put out. Why didn't you tell them it was a time bomb?
And have the ARP rope off the whole building and put me out of business?
Out of business anyway. No phones, no telegraph. You can't get any more news.
I don't need any more. Hit it, Red. This is no kidding. We're a couple of dead geese, and so's everybody else in the hotel. Unless we're out of here before time bomb explodes. Please, please, please. Telephone transatlantic to hotel management. Have rescue squad dig us out pronto. Every minute counts. Meantime, get set for invasion story coming.
You can't send any news on this machine without Captain Channing.
Captain Channing isn't here and he can't get here. That isn't my fault. I've got an exclusive direct from Calais by pigeon via Albert.
You can't use it.
Listen, Red. In all my years as a copy boy, I've run across my share of stories, but this is the greatest story I've ever had.
You're not going to send it.
You wait a lifetime for a story like this, Red. You don't know what I've got. Hitler is in Calais right now. He might be in London tonight. I've got an exclusive on that story. I got a teletype machine to send it with and no sensor to stop me.
It's your duty to communicate your information to the War Office first.
Don't you suppose they know Hitler's in Calais if I know it?
Of course they know it, but you heard what Captain Channing said. The British intelligence doesn't want the Germans to know that the British War Office knows it.
Well, that's their lookout.
Look, Yank, if you were the British censor, would you let that story go out?
I'm not the British censor. I'm a newspaper man working for the Consolidated Press.
If you send out that story, you'll be giving information to the enemy.
I'll be giving information to 90 million readers of 1,000 newspapers, and the only thing that's going to stop me from sending that story is that time bomb. Now, are you going to take it, or do I send it myself? Let it go, Red. Lead, all-night lead. Exclusive on invasion of England. Your correspondent able to rip veil of secrecy from sudden departure yesterday of Adolf Hitler from Berchtesgaden. Today, German Führers stand... Take it, Red, take it. Today, the German Führer stands in Calais. Hitler in personal command of mechanized troops gathered for assault on England. Hitler arrived French port in armored train, gift Mussolini. Train gunned both ends with roofs of sleeping cars bearing International Red Cross insignia instead of swastika. Hitler presence Calais proves operations no small-time test of British defense system, but enemy attack leveled at British Isles in all-out invasion. Get off of that chair. I said get off of that chair.
kid. Nobody's gonna stop me or to break your neck trying to smash that teletype.
You can't.
Let go!
Yeah, Albert.
It's like a pigeon, Mr. Mitchell. It's here. I had to crawl out of the pigeon coop to get it. The sky's full of jerries.
Well, look, never mind that. Read me the message as quick as you can and get off the roof and into the nearest shelter. Can you hear me?
See Blackwood barges.
What? I can't hear you, Albert.
See Blackwood barges. Amphibious tanks. Sea sleds. Artificial forest. I think Mr. Mitchell, sir. The firebomb's just landed on the roof. I'll be right back.
Albert. Albert. Albert.
Yank, please don't. You coward! They'll arrest you if you send that story. They'll put you in prison. That's right. Send your scoop. It's a great story. You've got to be first with it no matter what it costs. First with exclusive. Be sure and sign your name to it, so everyone will know who said it. Maybe you'll get a bonus for it. The German Luftwaffe today scored a tremendous victory in the skies over London. Single-handed, one of the Nazi squadrons mowed down an Englishman named Albert Perkins, aged 12. Albert Perkins, a volunteer, stuck to his post through the greatest bombardment in history. He will not be mentioned in orders. He will not get a citation or a Victoria Cross. But when they find his body and bury it in the ground of England, The soil over his grave will be free soil.
Jennifer?
Yes, Mitch?
I could use a drink.
Okay. I'll buy.
Mitchell! Oh, Mitchell! Mitchell, are you all right?
Yeah, I'm all right.
Well, hurry! I found out there's a time bomb in here.